Construction. Back in November, we looked at the safety of fire escapes in Invercargill. Questions were raised after the death of a 16-year-old Invercargill teenager, Emma Marshall, in September. Emma plunged to her death from an inner-city fire escape, and a coroner's report questioned the safety of such structures. Serena Jones with this report.
Boarded up now, but earlier this year the gaps between rails were much wider and more dangerous. It was from this third-floor fire escape that Emma Marshall fell earlier this year. She suffered serious head injuries and later died in hospital. Invercargill City Councillors issued the owner with an order to upgrade the fire escape so it doesn't happen again. But it's not Council's responsibility to check all such fire escapes.
The council, I suppose, has a moral duty, if you like, to go around and inspect these things, perhaps with the fire service, but it is always the owner's responsibility to ensure that they're kept up to standard.
Standards authorities are concerned with.
The fire escape at 155 D Street was in such a poor state of repair that we wondered how many more fire escapes were around the town like it. So the fire service and the council got together and said we should do a survey.
A positive initiative to see whether other escapes were dangerous.
Mostly the fire escapes seem to be in reasonable order. There are one or two that require some upgrading, and the council have written to the owners of those buildings, I believe, requesting that they are upgraded.
But the law says properties built before the 1991 Building Act don't have to meet current standards. It's what the coroners called a loophole.
But I believe that the maintenance requirements for fire escapes has not been kept up. They've generally been left out of sight, out of mind.
Out of mind, but not for Emma's family and friends. Not much authorities can do but hope owners listen.
Well, if we can prevent one more tragedy, then we've done our job.
This is Serena Jones for Mercury News.
Police say there are no suspicious circumstances in the deaths of two North Shore men whose bodies were found at separate addresses last night. The 62 and 42-year-old didn't know each other. Both were facing charges of child sex abuse. Dean Whitcliffe appeared in the Tauranga District Court again today, charged with the murder of Richard Bluett. Mr Bluett was shot dead at Mount Maunganui in July. Whitcliffe's also been charged with possessing and selling cannabis and driving while disqualified. He'll reappear in court for a pre-trial conference in February.